Do bird brains reveal the origin of our brains? Well, according to a Science magazine article titled Into the Minds of Birds, the answer is yes. Now, why do they think this? Well, some birds like crows and parrots and jays possess problem-solving skills that rival those of many mammals. Crows, for example, demonstrate impressive memory for details, even remembering for years the faces of people that annoy them. Some birds can improvise tools by bending a piece of wire, for instance, to get the food that they want. Now, are they actually reasoning or just associating each step, coming closer to their goals? Are birds able to get a picture in their minds of what they want to accomplish and then reason out those steps? Or are they simply, stepwise associative learning processes involved? Well, the field of bird cognition really took off after a 2004 study discovered that birds have a much more complex forebrain than previously thought. And this supposedly provided the neural evidence to convince skeptics that birds were doing more than mimicking or responding to stimuli and associating their actions with desired results. But not all scientists agree, of course, that evidence like this demonstrates higher order thinking in birds. Some experts believe that birds just form a mental image of a desired goal and use abstract thinking skills to reason out a solution. Others maintain that the smarter birds simply associate each step of a complex task with negative or positive reinforcement, such as drawing closer to a desirable goodie. But those who maintain super smart birds really do think about their problems, believe birds evolved bright brains through the same mechanism to which they attribute primate and human intelligence. After all, evolutionists seek an evolutionary explanation for everything. And since birds and people, in their view, are on a different branch of the evolutionary tree, they presume similar mental abilities were driven to evolve through similar mechanisms, such as social interaction. Summing up the application of bird studies to human evolution, one researcher said this: "So what they're trying to do is to look at the similarities and differences in jays and crows and parrots' social lives, and to see how does that fit in with the social intelligence hypothesis." Now, Darwin, of course, believed human intelligence, like everything else, is a product of evolution, and declared in The Descent of Man, "The difference in mind between man and the higher animals, great as it is one of degree and not kind." But despite all the evolutionary just so stories, no kind of animal has ever been observed evolving into a new, more complex kind of animal. God provides in His Word the historical account of the origin of birds, man, and all things. Furthermore, the Bible informs us that God is the one who supplies or deprives an animal of its intelligence. In particular, God takes the credit for the lack of bird smarts compared to humans in the ostrich when He tells Job, "God deprived her of her wisdom and did not endow her with understanding." That's Job 39:17. God also points out that He's the source of wisdom for the hawk and eagle in Job 39:26-27. Humans and animals made by the same Creator have many similarities. However, human beings made in the image of God, as Genesis 1:26 and 27 tells us, are able to express and understand original abstract thoughts through language. Humans generate symbolic language, whereas animal communication, however amazing, lacks the abstract symbolism, awareness, insight, and creativity that are evident in human speech. We did not have to evolve our big intelligence, brains, through the hard knocks of social interaction or through any other means. So, do bird brains reveal the origin of ours? Obviously not. From a biblical creationist viewpoint, learning what makes a bird tick simply offers a fascinating bit of insight into the creatures our Creator designed and how their brains work. But regardless of how well their brains function and how intelligent they are or aren't, such discoveries reveal nothing about the origin of human intelligence. God also endowed many animals with great intelligence, but that doesn't mean intelligence evolved in a man, bird, or beast. Interpretation of brilliant bird behavior as evidence of convergent evolution is based on faith in a godless, naturalistic evolutionary origin that rejects God's eyewitness account of history in favor of the unsubstantiated and unverifiable notions of sinful man.